I'm 84 years old. I have 3 children. Michael is 61, Jennifer is 58, David is 54, and none of them call. Not on my birthday, not on Christmas, not ever. And it's my fault. Let me tell you what my relationship with my children looks like. Last time I heard from Michael was 8 years ago, Easter 2016. He sent a card, no return address, just "Happy Easter, Mom." That's it. Jennifer blocked my number. I know because I called her last year, straight to voicemail. The person you are trying to reach is not available. I called from my neighbor's phone. She answered, said, "Mom?" Then hung up. Blocked that number too. David lives 20 minutes away. 20 minutes. I've driven past his house. I've seen him in the yard with his kids, my grandkids. I don't know their names. I sent him a letter 2 years ago, asked if I could see them, just once. He sent it back, unopened. Return to sender, written on it, in his handwriting. You're thinking, what did you do? Everything. Gee, I did everything wrong, and I'm going to tell you exactly what. Because if you have kids, young kids, and you're doing any of this, you need to stop. Today. Because I promise you, one day you'll be 84 years old, sitting alone, and your phone won't ring, and it'll be too late to fix it. Mistake number 1. I always put my husband first. Richard and I got married in 1962. I was 22, he was 24, and from day one Richard made it clear he was the priority, not the kids, me and him. And I went along with it. Because that's what wives did back then. Your husband came first. The kids? They'd be fine. Michael was born in 1963, cried a lot, colicky baby. One night he wouldn't stop crying. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Richard got up, went into Michael's room, and I heard him yell, "Shut up! Your father needs to sleep." Michael was 6 months old. I should have said something. I should have gone in there, picked up my baby, told Richard to calm down. You know what I did? I stayed in bed. Because Richard was tired, and Richard needed his sleep for work, and Michael would cry himself out eventually. He did. But something broke that night, not in Michael, in me. I chose my husband over my son, and I kept choosing him, over and over, for 30 years. When Michael was 7, he made the Little League team. He was so proud, came running home with a permission slip. "Mom, I made the team. Can you come watch?" I looked at the game schedule. Saturdays, 10 a.m. Richard played golf Saturdays at 9. I always went with him, sat in the clubhouse, had coffee with the other wives. It's what we did. I told Michael, "Daddy and I have plans on Saturdays. Maybe Grandma can take you." You know what he said? Nothing. Just walked away. He played Little League for 3 years. I never went to one game, not one. Jennifer was 13 when she got her first period. Came to me crying, scared, didn't know what was happening. Richard was watching TV in the living room. I gave Jennifer a pad, told her, "It's normal, you'll be fine." Then I went back to sit with Richard. Jennifer stood in the hallway. I could see her, holding that pad, looking at me, waiting for me to come back, to sit with her, explain things, hold her. I didn't, because Richard's show was on, and I always watched it with him. She went to her room, closed the door, and she never asked me about girl stuff again. Never. You're doing this right now, aren't you? Your kid wants to show you something, but you're busy. Your partner needs you. Your phone is ringing. You've got plans, and you think, they'll understand, they're fine. They're not fine. They're learning. Learning that they're not the priority. Learning that other things matter more than they do. And one day, when they're 50 years old with kids of their own, they'll remember. Every single time you chose something else, and they'll stop calling. Michael stopped calling at 32, Jennifer at 35, David at 41. Richard died in 2010, heart attack. He was 72. And suddenly I was alone, and I thought, now I'll have my kids. But they were gone, all three of them, gone. Because I'd spent 30 years teaching them they didn't matter, and they learned the lesson perfectly. Mistake number 2, I compared them to each other, constantly. Michael was the smart one, Jennifer was the pretty one, David was the athletic one, and I said it, out loud, in front of them, to their faces, to other people, like it was fine. Michael brought home straight A's in 4th grade. I showed Richard. Look at Michael's report card, all A's. Jennifer was sitting right there. She'd brought home B's and C's. Not bad, just not A's. You know what I said? Why can't you be more like your brother? Right there, at the dinner table, in front of everyone. Jennifer's face, I can still see it. She looked down at her plate, didn't say anything, just sat there. And from that day on, she stopped trying in school, completely stopped. Because why try? She'd never be Michael, and that's all I cared about. David played football in high school, starting quarterback junior and senior year. I went to his games, finally, after missing Michael's Little League for 3 years. But you know what I did? After every single game, I'd say, you played well, but did you see number 12? He was better. Every time, every single game. You were good, but he was better. David's last game senior year, playoffs, he threw 4 touchdowns. They won 35-14. In the car ride home, I said, you did great, but that other team's quarterback was really impressive. David looked at me, and he said, why do you always do that? I said, do what? He said, tell me someone else is better. I laughed. I actually laughed. Said, I'm just being honest. You need to know there's always someone better so you keep improving. David didn't say anything, just looked out the window. That was 1988. He stopped talking to me in 2010. 22 years. But that conversation, that's when it started. You're doing this too. Your sister got an A. Why didn't you? Your brother is so good at math. Maybe you should try harder. Look at how well-behaved Cousin Sarah is. You think you're motivating them. You're destroying them. Because kids don't hear be better. They hear you're not enough. And eventually they believe it. And they spend their whole lives either trying to prove you wrong or avoiding you completely so they don't have to hear it anymore. All 3 of my kids chose option 2. Mistake number 3. I never apologized. Ever. Not once. Not when they were kids. Not when they were adults. Not when they tried to tell me I'd hurt them. Jennifer called me when she was 28. This was 1994. She was in therapy, learning to deal with, quote, childhood trauma. She called me, said she needed to talk. She told me I'd made her feel like she was never good enough, that I'd always favored Michael, that she spent her whole childhood trying to get my attention and never got it. You know what I said? Jennifer, I did my best. You kids don't know how hard it was raising 3 of you. She said, Mom, I'm not attacking you. I just need you to hear me. I said, I hear you, but you're being dramatic. Lots of kids grew up the same way. You turned out fine. She hung up, called me back a week later, said, Mom, I need you to apologize, just once. Just say you're sorry. I said, for what? For working hard to keep a roof over your head? For making sacrifices? She said, for making me feel invisible. I said, Jennifer, you're too sensitive. This is what therapy does. Makes you blame your parents for everything. She hung up. That was 1994. She blocked my number in 2016, 22 years. But that conversation was the beginning of the end. Michael tried too. 2005, he was 42, sent me a letter, 5 pages, typed, listed everything. Every time I'd chosen Richard over him, every game I'd missed, every time I'd told him to be quiet because his father was tired, every time I'd said, not now, Michael. At the end of the letter he wrote, Mom, I'm not asking you to change the past. I'm asking you to acknowledge it, to say you see it now, to say you're sorry. I called him, said, Michael, I got your letter, and I'm disappointed. After everything I did for you, this is what you send me? A list of complaints? He said, Mom, I'm trying to have a relationship with you, but I need you to meet me halfway. I said, I am meeting you halfway. I'm calling you. I'm talking to you. What more do you want? He said, an apology. I said, for being your mother? No, I won't apologize for that. He hung up. That was 2005. Easter 2016 was the last time I heard from him. 11 years. But that phone call, that's when he gave up. You think apologizing makes you weak, don't you? You think it undermines your authority, admits you were wrong. So when your kid says, you hurt me, you say, I did my best. And they hear, your feelings don't matter. I have 3 children. All 3 tried to tell me I'd hurt them. All 3 gave me a chance to fix it. All 3 asked for one simple thing, an apology. And I refused every single time, because I was the parent, and parents don't apologize to children. Now I'm 84, and I'd give anything to say I'm sorry. But their numbers are blocked, my letters come back unopened, and it's too late. I'm 84 years old, I have 3 children, and I will die alone. Not because my children are cruel, because I was. I chose my husband over them. I compared them to each other until they hated themselves. I refused to apologize when they needed it most. And now I sit in this house, the same house they grew up in, their rooms still here, empty. Michael's Little League trophy, still on the shelf. the one he got for participation, not the one he actually earned, because I wasn't there to see him earn that one. Jennifer's prom photo, on the wall, in the dress I told her made her look fat. She wore it anyway. Went with her friends instead of a date, because she didn't think any boy would want her, because I'd spent 17 years telling her she wasn't pretty enough. David's football jersey, framed, number 12, the one he wore when I told him someone else was better. These are all I have left, objects, reminders of the kids I destroyed. You have time, I don't. If your kids are still young, stop. Right now. Stop putting your partner first. Your kids need you more than your partner does. Your partner is an adult. Your kids aren't. Choose them, every single time. Stop comparing them to each other, to their cousins, to the neighbor's kid. Each one is different. Each one is enough exactly as they are. Tell them that, every day. And when you mess up, when you hurt them, when they tell you you've hurt them, apologize. Say, I'm sorry. Say, you're right, I messed up. Say, I'll do better. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you human, and it saves your relationship. I'm 84 years old. My phone hasn't rung in 3 years. My mailbox is empty, except for bills and junk. My kids are out there somewhere, living their lives, having families, being better parents than I ever was. And I hope they are. I hope they learned what not to do by watching me. But I'll never know, because they're gone. And I did that. Leave a comment. Tell me, do you have kids? Are you making any of these mistakes? Because if you are, you can still fix it. I can't, but you can. I'm Dorothy. I'm 84, and I'd give anything for one more phone call.